What's up guys, Luke here again. Welcome to the third episode of Trading To Team of the Year Suarez on the PlayStation 4. And this episode is actually very long, and it's got a ton of trading in it, which you are going to see in this video. As you see, a load of the silver players did sell, as well as the man of the match Sobi and the bronze in form. We then go and get a couple more man of the matches and three more of this Norwegian right back from Hull. Makes a pretty decent profit on him, to be honest. The informs, obviously the keeper at the moment has a second inform. This trading was done before he got that second inform, or most of this trading actually was. But anyway, as you can see, we start off by trading with mainly with this silver cam. I think he's from like last week's team of the week. But yeah, we're getting for around 5k, well 5 to 6k, and then we end up listing some of them up at like 7.5, some of it 7.3, and some of them for like 6.9, depending on how much we actually bought them for. As you can see now, 3 have sold. We've still got, I think it's 2 listed, and we go and pick up 2 more. They were working so well, so I thought, yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it, if you know what I mean. So we pick up more of them pretty much. And as you can see, when we come back, a load of them did sell. I think we still got 1 or maybe 2 selling. Oh, but just 1. But then we go and pick up a load of silver players. I did a video on this method. It's probably like the most viewed on my channel at the minute. It's like how to get 250k in a day. And I just went out and threw loads of bids on these silver players. And if you would like to see a more in-depth video with this, then make sure you let me know in the comments down below, like an updated method. We managed to snipe this Molina quite luckily. I was just checking silver informs, and we're getting for around 11,500. The next cheapest was around 17k, so we can actually make some pretty decent profit on him, around 5k profit. Very nice. And as you can see, when we come back, 17 players have sold, and most of the silver sold. Molina sold, the Argentinian cam from is it Tigers, I think it is, they sold. Their man of the matches were kind of struggling to get rid of them, but regardless, we come back and we get a inform, is it Skoko or something? I can't remember his name, the Argentinian striker. But anyway, we come back and then we get a man of the match Sobi that sells, and then we go and pick up another one for around 31k, listing this one up for around 36k, and they're going to make some pretty decent profit on him, because at the market I think his cheapest was around 37k. And then as you can see, we go and get a Ninga for around 7k here from is that Montpellier. We're getting for 7k, and we can list them up for 7.9k. so it's I was just randomly checking the more expensive silver players, and there is a lot of silver trading in this this episode, especially this like middle part of the video. As you can see now, we're going to pick up 2 Dalberts, one for around 5.9k each, and how much do we list him up for? 6.5k, I think. But so, I mean, he's a decent left back. I mean, he's Brazilian. He's got good dribbling, really good pace, 88, decent physical, and then decent other stats as well. And then as you can see, we come back again. Dalbert sold. Well, both of them sold. We then get another one of this Argentinian striker and a Nelson Oliveira. Then we start sniping the transfer card. So this trading here was actually when they first came out and before the one to watches came out. So we'll get them for. I think we was getting it for anything cheaper than 9.2k, and listed them all up for around 9.9k. So we make some like pretty decent profit on all of these. And you actually see that I actually get some really good ones. I think I get one for like 5.7. But yeah, I was just randomly sniping him, as well as this other player, as you'll see in just a second. These 2 centre-backs are from Leicester, transferred as well, getting for around 850. Just going to quickly list them up for 1.3k, flipping them really quickly to make some very nice profit on them. He's got pretty decent stats, to be honest, for a silver centre-back. The only problem is no one really uses silvers anymore. But anyway, this is the other guy I was talking about. Is it Guades or something? Who's transferred from Benfica as a right mid to PSG as a centre forward. We're getting for same again, around 9.2k or less, and we're listing up for around 9.7. I'll list that one up for. But when like most of the time, there's not that many on the market, which you'll see in just a second. 2 Dalbert sold, Oliveira sold, and then we come back and we pick up a load of transferred players. Fori, the silver centre mid, Gold's back at now. He's now back at Sporting Lisbon. Taiwo as well. He's actually a left back now, not a centre back. That Canadian right back's actually in the Mexican league, and Syriac is now at Fulham instead of the Pro League. I think he was at. But as you can see, when we come back, 2 Baileys sold. They sold quite quickly, and we've still got a load of silver players selling, but we did actually go and get another Bailey here. He has got a one to watch card, but his silver one, you can probably still trade with it, but I haven't traded with it since his one to watch came out, because it can be a bit risky, because people would rather just pay for the one to watch, and then if he does get an inform, pay that, well, already have that higher rated card. Taiwo again, we get a couple for 2k. Listing them both up for around 3k, making about 1k profit per card, which is pretty decent. The next cheapest was actually around 9k, but then we're going to snipe this Guardes for 8.7. I think the next cheapest was, was that one 9.3? I think it was, but I know that I can sell him for 9.9k, so I'll list mine up for 9.7 anyway, a little bit under. Which makes him more appealing. As you can see, we're going to get a Defoe now, man of the match. We get this one for around 15,750. And at the time, I think it was around 19k, I want to say. So I was listing mine up for around 19,250. So I was quite surprised to get in for that cheap, because I would have bid a little bit higher. This second one we get here for 16,250. Same again, going to list them up for a little bit more. Pretty decent profit we'll make on both of them regardless, so that's always good. But anyway, we come back, 9 things have sold, and the Bailey's sold, a couple of Ofori's sold, as well as that centerfold. But this is one here we get for 8.5k, and as you can see at this point in time there's actually only 2 on the market. So I'll list mine up for 9.9k, the other 2 are up for 10k, and obviously he's going to sell very, very quickly, because obviously he's a new transfer. Then we get another Bailey there for 8.5k, and it wasn't really sniping. I was mainly just like randomly checking the cards at a certain time, and they just managed to pop up for a lot cheaper than what they should be. Then we go and get this guy he's now at Man City. We get 2 of him, and I listed them both up for around 1.9k for 12 hours, and I think when I came back they sold pretty much straight away as soon as the squad builder challenge came out for the African team of the tournament, because you need like a Senegal player or whatever, and it was just very, very easy to link up. So them 2 sold very, very quickly. I could have sold them both for more, probably like 6 or 7k, but I'd already listed them at the time before the team of the tournament came out and the squad builder challenge came out. Another Guard is there for around 9k, and then we're going to get a Bailey again for around 9k. Very, very good profit to be made off these transfer cards, especially when the new ones come out and they're like, if they're like 72, 73, 74, and they're rare and like shiny and in a decent league, then they are so much more appealing, and they're very, very easy to make coins off. We're going to get this goalkeeper now for around 11k. I think the next cheapest was 14,250, so I can list mine up for around 14k, making some pretty decent profit on him overall. Diallo, I did say to you guys to go and pick some up, and yeah, I think as I'm recording this he's actually on the rise at the moment anyway. As you can see, Diallo sold, the 2 centre forwards from PSG and a Bailey sold. We're going to get 2 more Baileys, shock. We get one for, I think it was at 8.5, and then one for around 9k again, and then we did get another one for like very, very cheap. I can't remember which one. This one actually, it was 6.1k. I won him on open bid. I'm as shocked as you are, because I was very, very lucky to pick him up. I mean, it wasn't even like it was like the middle of the night. It was like it was like just a normal day, like in the middle of the day, like towards the evening. Man of the match, Will Hughes. I know as this goes up, he's dropped a lot. I think it was around 14k the last time I checked, and yeah, as you can see, the cheapest was around 36k, so I was listing mine up for around 34 to 33k, and then we're going to pick up 2 more Taiwos there, and then we're going to get 2 of this man of the match guy. The cheapest was 9.5 after I bought one for 7.5 and one for 8k, I believe it was, and is it Morrison from Millwall, I want to say. 9.4k. I mean, I think I even pick up one of the man of the matches that's a centre back, but he got a man of the match as a striker, which was very, very weird. But anyway, we're going to get 2 of this Eastwood, one for 22k, one for 20k. Next cheapest after that was around 25k, so I can list both of mine up for around 24,750 and 24,500, I believe. So we're getting some pretty decent profit on him. Bronze man of the matches, they are very, very risky. I mean, if you guys want to trade with bronze man of the matches, then by all means do it, but it's very risky because he took quite a while to sell. Well, one of them sold quite quickly, and then another one took a lot longer to sell. As you can see, we pick up another Will Hughes here. The next cheapest was 36k. I managed to get one for around 32k in around the 58th, 57th minute. He's got pretty decent stats. I definitely wouldn't use him. I don't really use championship players. I don't really play the game that much anyway. This is the guy I was talking about. As you can see, his cheapest was 12k, and he's a centre-back that got a man of the match as a striker. Let that sink in. But anyway, 7.5k I got him for. Listed him up for 11,250. We flipped him pretty quickly. Once people found out that it was actually his normal card was actually a centre back and it was a massive position change, people seemed to just want him for some reason. But anyways, you see a load of players did sell. A load of the silvers sold as well, and we're going to pick up 2 more Hughes. One for 25,500 that we can list up for around 30k. I think this one, yeah, he dropped a little bit and I listed him up for around 5k profit per card. So we made some pretty decent profit on all the Will Hughes all together. And as you can see, when we come back, 15 things have sold, everything sold around 183,000 coins. This was after like, I want to say 36 hours of listing. I had to lower the prices on a couple of the old man of the matches that we had, like that Henry Save. I had to lower them for a little bit, but now we move on to some informed trading. Second informed Balotelli for around 50k, I want to say 50k, and we list him up for around 56,500, which is a pretty decent price, making around 2k profit. And then we're going to get this Pereira for 51k, and I was just looking through all the very old Team of the Weeks, like from Team of the Week 1 all the way to Team of the Week 5, and just filtering through the players, seeing if I could pick up any deals. And you'll be surprised how extinct a lot of the players are. There's only like half a page of certain players. Pereira though we get for 51k. The cheapest at the time was around 55k, but I thought I'm going to list him up at 57. Maybe a lazy buyer will pick him up, and you'll see that that is exactly what happened. And we're going to pick up a Yedlin now for around 29k. Championship silver inform right back, very fast, pretty decent stats. So we're just doing for around 33k I believe. We get another Pereira here for around 51k, and at this point his cheapest was actually like 58k, plus this one was a position change, so I just thought I'm gonna list him up for 57k again. If he sells, perfect. If not, it doesn't matter, I'll relist him for a different price. But you'll see how well we make, how much profit we make on him. We end up going and getting another one for around 51k again. I was literally just mass bidding on informs. I will have a more in-depth video on this over the next few days, but anyway, 51k, and we're listing up for 57k, and I believe that is actually going to be the end of this video. Actually no, we're going to get another Pereira, the last one of the video. This one we get for, is that 47k I believe. I can't really see the screen that well. But anyway, that's going to be the end of the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, drop the video a like, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.